Tropical Storm Andrea, the first named storm of the 2013 hurricane season, forms in the Central Gulf late Wednesday afternoon. It's the same disturbance we've been tracking for several days, and we're going to continue tracking it as it will likely impact North Florida Thursday night into Friday. Here's a look at the very latest as the first advisory that came out from the storm, and it has minimal tropical storm force winds of around 40 miles per hour. It's located about 340 miles southwest of Cedar Key, pressure 1,002 millibars, and it's crawling to the north at only 3 miles per hour, but it is forecast to accelerate. More on that track in just a minute. Wanted to show you, though, what the hurricane hunters found. We could show you this live today on WRUF TV. You have forecaster Rebecca Copeland was decoding these numbers, and we found tropical storm force winds very consistent in the northeast quadrant. A couple of those 60s, those are outliers. Those were the drop zones, probably fell into some convection, some thunderstorm activity. We don't use that to measure the winds. It's the sustained numbers outside of the convection that we really pay attention to, and it's this northeastern quadrant that's really active, and this is the part of the storm that will likely impact much of central and north Florida as it moves closer to our coastline. It's more about the track with this system as opposed to the strength. We've been talking about that for a couple of days, and here is the forecasted path from NHC. Probably Thursday night around midnight, near or just south of Appalachia Bay, with a minimal tropical storm force winds of around 40 to 45 miles per hour. It will still be a formidable storm, maybe subtropical, as it moves up the eastern seaboard toward the Carolinas Friday into Saturday. Potential storm tracks. The model guidance is just a little left of the hurricane center. I've seen this wobble back and forth the past couple of days. It wouldn't surprise me if it does shift a little further to the west, but because the storm is expected to move to our west, we're on the east and southeastern side, and it's about 50 to 100 miles east and southeast of this tropical storm where the heaviest rain is going to occur. There's a look at the warnings for the coastline, watches inland, watches also posted for the first coast because of the storm possibly crossing the peninsula and emerging back out over the water and re-strengthening there just off the first coast. We've already had some heavy rain in north central Florida. You can check that out on our Twitter account. We've posted the amounts so far, but the additional rain is what we're concerned about here in North Florida. An additional 3 to 5 inches possible just south and east of that track, and that does include Gainesville and Ocala. Flood watch is in effect through Friday morning. Seas not a big concern, but just offshore they will be up around 5 to 8 feet. There'll be a strong southerly flow here right ahead of the system. Winds not a big concern, but they will be gusty, especially just offshore. Notice the greens here showing up, 40, 45 mile per hour winds just offshore the Nature Coast. Here inland, that's going to translate to about 15 to 25 mile per hour wind gust with those rain squalls as they rotate through, likely Thursday night into early Friday. Another concern of mine is tornadoes, and when the center of circulation comes ashore Thursday night, maybe after midnight, we could have an isolated tornado. The Storms Prediction Center highlighting a slight risk for that from Gainesville to the south. We'll keep you updated hour by hour here at WRUF. Stay tuned as Tropical Storm Andrea makes landfall Thursday night or Friday morning.